খোদানিতা খোদানিতা বড় সুখের খবর গায়, বড় সুখের খবর গায়। যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী, যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসী, অধিকার দেখে নাম বেচে দ্বারকাসী, অধিকার দেখে নাম বেচে দ্বারকাসী। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই। যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, আমার সঙ্গে চলো মহাজনের কাছে যাই। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই। তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, দস্তুরি লইব আমি, পূর্ণ হবে কাম। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই। বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, শ্রদ্ধা মাত্র লইলেন পরমানন্দ। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই। একবার দেখলে চোখ সে জ্বালা, একবার দেখলে চোখ সে জ্বালা, গৌর বলে নিতাই নে সকল সম্বলা। গৌর বলে নিতাই নে সকল সম্বলা। দেন শুদ্ধ কৃষ্ণ শিক্ষা, দেন শুদ্ধ কৃষ্ণ শিক্ষা, জ্যোতি ধন বিদ্যা বল না করে অপেক্ষা। জাতি ধন বিদ্যা বল না করে অপেক্ষা। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই। আমনি ছাড়ে মায়া যায়, আমনি ছাড়ে মায়া যায়। গৃহে থাকো বনে থাকো, না থাকে জঞ্জাল। গৃহে থাকো বনে থাকো, না থাকে জঞ্জাল। আর নাই কো কলির ভয়, আর নাই কো কলির ভয়। অচাণ্ডালে দেবে নাম নিতাই দয়াময়, অচাণ্ডালে দেবে নাম নিতাই দয়াময়।
Voice is breaking,
ভক্তি
Jagat.
বিনো ডাকি কই, ভক্তি বিনো ডাকি কই, নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাহি আশা। খোদা নিতাই, খোদা নিতাই,
Come in a
খোদা
proper range.
খোদা নিতাই। Okay, Mate.
You are
Where
doing one
outside of
line. Haribol, let's start the class now. You're in one line, half song breaks, half class song is heard. Already your voice is very soft.
yeah.
So when the half song breaks, the other part of the song is not heard. Come in a proper range when you sing. Keep the mic before you so that every word is heard very nicely.
Okay.
Inside the rooms, the range is not there. So you should come outside the room. Like you can go to the terrace. I used to take class on the terrace.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can
I'm
go to the terrace where
outside
you
only.
have to nice. Because your voice is very soft. In that, what happens? Your voice sound is broken. So nice song. Everybody should hear. No? So where were we? Sixth chapter. Sixth chapter
6.17 Mataji. 6.17 onwards.
is about Nityananda Prabhu, and now today the song also was on the glories of Nityananda. संन्यासाश्रमतानत्वने सर्वजन कर्पूरतम्बुलस्य भोजन सर्वक्षण. Everyone says he's a sannyasi, but he chews betel nuts mixed with camphor. That was the issue now. So he's a sannyasi. How is it that he's chewing the betel nut? So some people had objection about it. they could not understand Nityananda Avaduta. Since Sri Nityananda Prabhu taught the people of this world to accept scented oils, sandalwood paste, fine dress, and ornaments as remnants of Krishna, foolish people branded him as fond of enjoyment. There is actually remnants of Krishna. One is accepting. Now you'll ask, if somebody gives us pan, then you go to Vrindavan and get in temples pan. Srila Prabhupada strictly told not to take pan, then what to do? You have to give it to some Brajavasi. He can have it. You be accepted and give it. Don't say we don't take pan. That is not pan, that is remnants of Lord. But since your Acharya doesn't want to take that remnant also, because we are not so qualified to even take that, because we may go to the taste of pan. So what do? Just give it to Brajavasi. As a result, many people had no faith in him. Then again, the intelligent persons who considered him that giving up objects related to Hari was Falgu Vairagya or false renunciation to pleasure in Nityananda's preaching. So intelligent people, they took pleasure in Nityananda's preaching. Anything giving up object, any objects giving related to Krishna, if you give up that object, is Falgu Vairagya. According to the injunctions of the scriptures, a sannyasi is prohibited from accepting objects of enjoyment like scented oil, sandalwood paste, and bitter nuts. But the precautious Prapnaka Sahajas freely enjoy an abundance of bitter nuts on the pretext of honoring prasad. So there are Sahajas also. If you see in Vrindavan, there are so many Sahajas. What they do on the pretext of honoring prasad, Lala ka prasad hai. In this way, they are Sahajas. They are actually doing a lot of sense enjoyment. Since the imitation of Paramahamsa behavior was by such unqualified people, it is always commendable, condemnable, condemned. It is imitation of Paramahamsa. So, unqualified person cannot imitate Nanda Prabhu. Ordinary foolish people fell into illusion by considering even Nityananda Prabhu the original shelter of Paramahamsa principles. Again, he is not the original shelter. The ordinary foolish people fell into illusion by considering even Nityananda Prabhu, the original shelter of Paramahamsa principles, as a Vivikta, tried renunciate, or a Dhira sannyasi, neophyte sannyasi. So there were some who were trying to follow, there were some who were rejecting Nityananda Prabhu. Unqualified people, they were trying to imitate, that is also wrong. And then unqualified people, they were calling Nityananda Prabhu as a dry renunciate, that is also wrong. Dhatu Dravya Parashita Nahi Sanyashira Sona Rupa Mukta Se Tahana Kalevara. A sannyasi is prohibited from touching items made of metal, but his body is decorated with gold, silver, and pearls. Now, exactly opposite, isn't it? Gold, silver, pearls, and all are there. At the same time, a sannyasi is prohibited even to touch a metal. So, how to understand this? Very difficult to understand. The Prakrita Sannyasa Hajiyas say that at the present time, Sri Ramakrishna Das has protected the honor of the sannyasa dharma by refusing to accept items made of metal. A devotee sannyasi should not use gold and silver like Sri Nityananda. There is no doubt that the principles of the independent Vedic sannyasi become polluted by using these items. But if one internally considers himself a Paramahamsa and externally does not use itself items made of metal, the desire for fame will capture his heart. And as a result of cheating people, such behavior will be accepted as low class. Now again, just see what is given. If somebody considers himself only as Paramahamsa and externally he tries to reject many things, he is only a pretender. If one refrains from using items made of metal during processions and festivals, because people will criticize, and if one displays poverty in the performance of the Lord's service, then the misguided materialistic philanthropist will not be able to understand the purport of the words Aradhananam api sarvesham. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam param tasmat pataram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. All the worship, Vishnu worship is the best. And of all, even beyond Vishnu worship, is the worship of the devotees. So, if in the present day one gives up saffron loincloth and becomes misguided by wearing fine silk cloth and decorating his body with sandal paste, and flower garments, and as a result of imitating the behavior of Paramahamsa, he will bring about his own ruination. And if some portion of the ideal characteristics of Sri Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Sri Ramananda Rai, and Srimad Nityananda Prabhu is seen in a devotee situated in the Paramahansa principles and devoid by nature of the desire for name and fame, then every intelligent person will understand. So it is like a person has no desire, but out of some social norms, he has to decorate himself. So then, but he is not interested. He is at the Paramhamsa level. What is the meaning of Paramhamsa? He is like a swan, never finds faults in others, always worships Krishna, takes the essence of everyone. So he has wonderful Paramahansa principles. He has no desire for name and fame. Then that every intelligent person can immediately understand that this person, though he may be decorated, he is wearing good dresses, that is silk cloth and all. But still, like Kundra Vidyanti, he was wearing silk cloth, he used to be like a king. Unfortunate people accumulate offenses by seeing materialism in Vaishnavas. The moment a Vaishnava is seen in a materialistic way, then a person, he accumulates offenses. काषाय कौपीन छाड़ी दिव्य पट्टवास धरेण चंदन mala sadai vilas. Now he has given up saffron loin cloth and wears fine silk cloth. He always decorates himself with sandalwood paste and flower garments. He is a sannyasi, but he has given up. He is wearing fine silk cloth. Danda chhadi loha danda dhanenava kene. Why did he give up danda and take up iron staff? Shudrena ashrame se thakena sarvakshan. Why does he always live in the homes of Shudras? So while explaining, because he's Avadhuta, he can do anything. It is his desire how to do, what to do. It is his desire. He can do anything. While explaining the activities of Sri Nityananda to Sri Gaur Sundar, the enthusiastic Brahmana with superficial vision said that a sannyasi is supposed to carry a danda. But instead of doing that, Sri Nityananda Prabhu has taken up an iron staff and spends time with unseeable and untouchable Shudras rather than giving up their association. Since Sri Nityananda exhibited such behavior, which was opposed to the scriptural injunctions, the Brahmana had no faith in him and was therefore doubtful. So, though Nityananda Prabhu is born in a Brahmin family, but he is an Avadhuta, he is beyond everything. Avadhuta means he's maddened, Krishna Prema. So, for him, no rules and regulations bind him. No rules and regulations are binding him. So, that is why he can do whatever he wants because he is in the mood of preaching Krishna consciousness. He is always absorbed in Krishna. Shastra Mata Muni Tana na dekho achara. Eteka mohar chitte sandeh apara. I do not find his behavior in accordance with the scriptures, so my mind has become full of doubts. So I am not able to understand him. So my mind is full of doubts. Sometimes we doubt pure devotees. So now in the Brahma Vaivarta Padma Purana, Sri Krishna Janma Khanda, chapter 83, it is stated ताम्बूलं विधवा स्त्रीणं यत्नां ब्रह्मचरिणां सन्यासिनं च गोमांस सुरातुल्यं श्रुतं for a widow, a brahmachari, a renunciate, a sannyasi or a sannyasi to eat betel nuts is as good as eating beef and drinking wine. This is heard in the Vedas. The Paramahansa Upanishad also stated, Aniketa stitir eva sa bhikshur hatakadinam naiva parigraheta. A sannyasi should not have a fixed residence and should never accept opulent items like gold. The Kurma Purana is stated, Gramante वृक्षमूले वा वासं देवालये अपि वा धौतकाशाय वसनो भस्मात् छन्नत्तनूरुः. A sannyasi should live outside the village, under a tree or in a temple. He should wear clean saffron cloth and cover his body with ashes. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 7.13.3, 7.2, it is stated, Vibrayad yadausau vasah kaupina chadanam param. A person in the renounced order of life may try to avoid even a dress to cover himself. If he wears anything at all, he should be only a loincloth. In the commentary on the Paramahamsa Upanishad, it is stated, this Paramahamsa Upanishad also. हिरण्मयानि पात्राणि कृष्णाय समयानि च यतीनां तानि पात्राणि वर्जयेत ज्ञानी भिक्षुकः यस्माद् भिक्षुर्हिरण्यं रसेन दृष्टं च स ब्रह्मः भवेत् यस्माद् भिक्षुर्हिरण्यं रसेन स्पृष्टं च स पौलकशो भवेत् यस्माद् भिक्षुर्हिरण्यं रसेन ग्राह्यं च स आत्मः भवेत्. So a wise sannyasi should give up gold utensils for the pleasure of Krishna. Because if he decorates himself with gold, he becomes a killer of a brahmana. If he touches gold with the spirit of enjoyment, he becomes a dog eater. If he accepts gold, a sannyasi becomes a killer of the self. In the Arunyeya Upanishad, it is stated, Dandam Achadanam Chakaupinam Cha Parigraheta Shesham Visrujeta Shesham Visrujeta. A sannyasi should accept only sannyas danda, loin cloth, and outer cloth and give up everything else. The Brahma Vaivarta Purana Prakriti Khanda, chapter 33, it is stated, Dandam Kamandalum Raktah Vastravakram Chadharayet Nityam Pravasi Naikatra Sa Sannyasiti Kirtitah Shuddhachara Dvijanam Cha Bhukte Lobhadi Varjitah. Sannyasi is one who keeps only a danda, a water pot, a saffron cloth, and one who always travels and does not stay at one place. He should maintain his livelihood by giving up greed and accepting meals at the houses of pious brahmanas. He can only eat in the house of pious brahmanas, and we find all these beautiful qualities in Vaishnava sannyasis. They don't eat in everyone's house. They only take the food which is made by a Brahman initiated devotee. And if he is a Brahmana by birth, they prefer more to take from a person who is Brahmana by birth and also a Brahman initiated devotee also. Badaloka bali tanre bale sarvachane tathapi ashramachara na karena kene. Everyone says he's a great personality. But then why doesn't he behave according to his ashrama? Now the question arises, he's a great personality. Why is he behaving like this? No. Yadi more bhaktehe na jnana thake mane ki marma ihara prabhu kaha shri vadane. If you consider me a servant, O Lord, then please explain this mystery. The question arises, Why is it that Nityananda Prabhu is behaving in this way? Very difficult to understand his behavior. Because whatever is prohibited in the Shastras, he's exactly doing the same. Then, but he's an Avadhuta. How to understand this? Every activity is completely different. At the same time, at the same time, is very much Paramahamsa. He is the source of Paramahamsa. He's such an exalted devotee, and he's not different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, how to understand this? This is the question asked. So that we'll do. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll do it from Monday. Okay. Tomorrow is Balram Jayanti. Requesting all devotees to come in the evening, 6:30 onwards. It's the last day of even Jhulan Yatra. It is said, one who swings Lord when he sits, Lord Radha Govind, when he sits in the Jhula, we are very, very fortunate because it gives pleasure to the Lord. Whatever activities gives pleasure to the Lord, one should do that activity. So tomorrow Balram Jayanti also. So we will be having class on Balram Jayanti as well as we'll have class on Swing Festival. That is Jhulan Yatra. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णववृंद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की